What's up? We're back.
Yes, we are. A little late, but we're back.
A little late, but we're going
Yeah.
to be talking about the first two episodes of the What If series.
Yes, yes. I'm excited to see
Fun.
what they do with it, where they go with it. And I feel like the first episode was just like a teaser. And then the second episode is going to be probably more of what we're going to get.
Yeah, I agree with that completely. And I think it's also going to tie in really nicely with how the new universe is going to be set up, just with how everything left off with Loki, basically
Yeah.
releasing the multiverse. I
Yep.
think seeing all these other, timelines, if you will, then it's just gonna build the new realm.
Right. Which is obviously going to be absolutely crazy. And it feels like these what ifs are like tests for future movies. Be like, hey, did you guys really like this? It's like we could go down this road. It's like
Yeah,
we end up giving you this movie. So
yeah.
hopefully, but it's what it really feels like.
Now that would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, it definitely would be.
So starting off with Captain Carter, you and I
Yeah,
both, again, like you said, I think it was more of a teaser, get people just on board with it. Like, hey, okay, like if this is just a toe in the water kind of deal, we're not going to change too much of the story of Captain America. It's
yeah,
going to still have basically it just replaced Steve with Peggy.
right. There wasn't too many changes other than like Peggy just totally going on a rampage trying to kill everyone, which I
Yep.
was just like, I like that. That's good.
All right.
And it seems like Peggy has a better sense of humor than Captain America, but I could be biased because I hate Captain America.
Which that's just so un-American of you, but
It's okay. I'm okay with that.
yeah, no, I mean, I liked how they introduced like Steve Rogers in an Iron Man suit. I thought that was cool and unique.
Yeah,
Like my favorite scene from that whole the whole episode was when they're flying in the sky and she was riding on his back and then she just took
yeah,
out all those airplanes. I thought that was so sick. And then,
that really
she just
was.
like dive bombs off the last one and then he catches her. And I was like, yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah, that really was. And especially, I was like laughing in my head as she's just pulling people out the planes and throwing them out. It's just like, nice, Peggy. It's like, that's really good.
Yeah.
It wasn't me, or did Steve's Iron Man suit give you like thoughts of like the Iron Giant,
Yes.
like that? When I was like, seems like they just put in the Iron Giant. This is just actually like a person controlling the Iron Giant this time. I was like, pretty cool design. I like that.
Yeah. I like that too. I liked it a lot. Yeah. I thought that was pretty sweet.
Yeah,
And that was like the nice change up for it, I would say.
right,
Steve was still a hero, just
right,
in his own way. And then
exactly.
Peggy just did her own thing. But yeah, and then I don't know if you ever watched the cartoon Avengers Assemble or Avengers Earth Mightiest Heroes.
Heroes, and I did so long ago. I
Okay. So that like the first episode that Captain America was in, Red Skull, like he had a lot of animals and stuff from another world. Like
yeah,
I don't remember if he was experimenting on the Tesseract or not, but he was like, but handling animals from like other universes. So I thought that was kind of cool that that was a similar thing, like similar force.
yeah.
I forget. Do you remember the name of that tentacle monster that they fought?
I don't really think that it really has a name. At first, I thought it was Shumagorath, but like it was different because it was just like just teeth and stuff like that inside, and he can
Yeah.
actually use telepathy to actually talk, so it wouldn't just yell like that. So it's like, I don't know. I'm just gonna call it a Kraken for now and just go about my way.
Go with that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought that was cool. But yeah, I mean, that was kind of really the highlights of the whole episode that I kind of thought of. I don't know if
it
you,
really was.
if anything stuck out with you.
No, like especially the end. I was just like, I, I did not like the end at all. It's just like all of a sudden, it's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna push this monster back into the portal, and I have to go into the portal. Then all of a
Super
sudden,
easy.
out of
Yeah.
right, and then she comes out the portal, all tentacles flying everywhere. It seemed like it's only been like seconds or minutes
Right.
between like when she was there and when she's back into the present day. And it's like, okay, it's like obviously they're gonna go more into that. But I was just like, yeah, I'm on to the next
Yeah. Yeah. And like, yeah, I remember when I watched it, I was like, yeah, this is fine, but it's nothing special.
one. No, definitely not. It was just a teaser, like we said.
Yeah.
Which it was a great teaser going into the second what if.
It absolutely was. I loved the second episode. I thought it was incredible.
Yeah.
Not obviously, I think for everyone watching, everyone was so psyched to hear Chadwick's voice again,
Yes,
you know,
definitely.
reprising T'Challa. It was amazing and heartbreaking at the same time. You were like, oh, it's so cool. He looked awesome.
Yes.
Like they gave
It's
him
like
like
the animation was great with everything and
yeah.
the
And I
whole
loved like
Star Lord gap.
he kind of
Yeah.
did like the leather jacket, but like still had like the Panther like talons
Yes.
around it. I was like, oh, that's so badass.
It really was.
And so yeah,
Like the whole entire thing was fun, entertaining, and like just funny, especially in the
yeah,
beginning. It's like, oh
yeah.
my God, you're a Star Lord.
Star
I
Lord,
was like,
yeah.
I'm a big fan. This is like it's like this is great. I was
It's
just
like
like,
his
I
character
don't know
had
what to say to this.
his character had more of a development in that 30-minute episode than he did in like the two movies that he was in.
Yeah, yeah, seriously, seriously. It was so great. And I hate to jump forward, but Thanos,
Right?
like he made Thanos, like he still has this whole genocide thing going on, but it's just like, but he convinced Thanos to like come to his team and try to do good and stuff like that. I was like, man, it's like if we really think about it, they made Black Panther like so much better
Oh yeah.
than the regular Star Lord. It's just like, man, it's like, man, he fucked up. It's like he didn't do anything. It's like he just put everyone in danger. It's constant nonsense, and Black Panther
Right?
just did everything right.
Yeah.
Just like, wow,
Yeah, he saved the galaxy just in his own without really even knowing it, and
right,
all the
exactly. He's just like,
resources.
I'm just trying to do the good thing and everything else like that, and just like, yeah, it's like, yeah, it's like Star Lord just came to me. He's very convincing with his words and everything else like that. It's like I was like, the Mad Titan was convinced by mere words. It's like that is crazy.
Yeah.
That was absolutely crazy.
And like I love the fact that it was all the same actors doing their voice. I mean, like
Yes,
obviously not every single one, but majority of
right,
them.
but
Like
exactly.
Josh Brolin was Thanos, Chadwick,
Yeah,
Yondu, Taserface, and the other guy. They're all the same.
yep.
So I
It
was like,
was
oh,
so great.
that was sick. And Nebula, let's talk about Nebula.
Yeah, it's like Nebula was great, and I was just like, wow. It's like you actually had depth to your character. It's like who knew that they could actually do that?
Yeah,
It was really great. Like even the collector, like the issue that I had with the collector in the movies is just that he was just a guy that collects stuff.
yeah, he was
Like
just there, like he had
right,
nothing.
exactly. But they didn't mention anything about like technically how powerful he is because of all the things that he has collected and used throughout all the millennium that he's been alive and everything else like that. And that's just like, okay, you just made him into just another person, and then all right, he's dead. So it was just
Yeah,
like that was really disappointing. But this one, I was just like, yes, this is good.
yeah, that would just was if everyone. I'm sure everybody knows. You saw Cap's shield. You saw
Yeah,
Mjolnir
yeah.
on his thing, and then obviously him using Hela's helmet was so sick.
That was sick. I was like, oh, is he really gonna be able to use it? I was like, oh shit, he is. It's like, oh, okay. It's like this is really good. Like they did so much to real that this episode really kept you in the episode the whole
Yeah.
entire time, and
Oh
you're
yeah,
waiting to
I
see what
agree.
was gonna happen next.
Because then first off, let me just say the minor problem. I don't think that Hela's helmet just gives you power, but that doesn't matter.
I don't know because if you're going off the MCU, like she didn't really do anything until she went into the whole, I guess, Hela form. So
I mean,
like
that is
the
true.
the MCU just they're taking liberties with certain things like because they have to versus the comics. Like
Yeah.
it'll just be too confusing and be like, wait, Hela's whose daughter? And everything. It's like, no, 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 no. We're not gonna go to this. It's like this is a kids movie. Keep it moving, keep it moving.
Yeah.
So who knows? There's a lot of things that's just like not really accurate, but you're just like,
Right.
comic
I
book
mean,
plot.
it was
Let's go
definitely
from
cool
there.
for the purpose of it. Absolutely.
Right, exactly. It's like we'll never see it again, but it was
Yeah.
still cool for the time.
Yeah. Well, and then shit, what was I gonna say? Well, just even like the girl, the pink girl that,
Oh yeah, like his
in the
assistant.
movie, she grabs, the Power Stone and died and blew
Yeah,
up the entire thing. And then this, she kind of got her own redemption arc, if you will, like
yeah, exactly.
got revenge on Collector. So that was awesome.
That really was. And especially for her to let go everyone and let everyone just get their revenge on him. It's like
Right.
perfect. Absolutely
Yeah.
perfect.
And
It's
how
what
you
should
said,
happen in the movies.
it was just how every kind of piece moved really nicely. Like even them touching back on T'Challa finding, a plane, like from
Yes.
from Wakanda, like a Wakanda
Yep.
warship. That was sweet because then you're like, okay, well, I was kind of wondering why he just never went back.
Right, exactly. It's like this didn't make any sense. And then you find out it's like, oh, it was being hidden from him. And then it's like,
Yeah,
oh, okay. It's like that makes sense. It's something that Yandu would do. Like if you
absolutely.
go off of like his past, it's like he would definitely do that. It's like, you know what, you're really cool. I like you. I want you to be my son. So anything else that's gonna tie you back to your old life, I'm just gonna hide. It never
Yeah,
existed.
yeah. So yeah, that was awesome. And so even that, just tying it all together, finishing it out, and then him going back to Wakanda to just see his family again was cool.
Yeah, it really was.
And then you said that there's two or three more episodes with T'Challa in it as Star.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, as actual Star Lord. So obviously they're gonna tie a whole bunch of this stuff together with who knows, maybe Peter Quill is going to be the baddie because Ego end up finding him and everything else like that. So maybe they are setting that up. Maybe they're just teasing it for another season of What If. Like we really don't know at this point, but
Yeah,
T'Challa's definitely going to hear T'Challa's voice again at least a couple more times. So that's going to be awesome.
yeah, that will be awesome. And I wonder, I don't know, down the road, if I guess, I mean, that's way too far down the road thinking like what they would do with T'Challa Star Lord if like they wanted to do a season two, but we don't know what
Right.
they're going to do with Black Panther 2. So
Yeah. Apparently, they have some idea. I have no clue what it is. They're really keeping it tight wrapped, but
yeah, they are.
it's
But
going to end up coming out soon.
it will. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then some other cool notable things. Howard the Duck, just seeing him in there for fun.
Yes. Oh my god.
He was voiced by Seth Green. I
Yeah.
saw, I was like, oh, that's
Also, I was like, this voice sounds familiar. I was like, wait a minute. Had to look it up real quick so I make sure I'm not going crazy. It's like, oh shit, South Green. It's like, okay. It's
yeah,
like I like this. It's like let's keep going with this
yeah,
because I remember seeing the Howard the Duck movie when I was younger, and I was just like, this is weird, but yeah, awesome. I can't explain anything, but I just wanted to see more of it. And of course, it wasn't, but it's just like just Howard the Duck. Whenever you see him, you're like, yes, Howard the Duck.
yeah, yeah. Like he doesn't do anything awesome. It's just like him being there. It's like, all right, that's sweet. I like it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I thought that. Yeah, I thought that was really cool. But yeah, I can't wait for more. I think any of the upcoming ones. I think this coming week we have Tony Stark versus Killmonger, I
I
think,
think so. Yeah,
and so that'll be cool. I
yeah.
think like Michael B. Jordan is voicing Killmonger. but I highly doubt they got RDJ to revoice Tony Stark.
Well, maybe they said, "Hey, you know what? We'll give you $30 million. This voice."
Hey, for a half an hour, all right.
Right? Yeah. He's like, "What? Okay, I could do that." It's like perfect.
Yeah,
But I was mad that Gamora wasn't in there as like something, even though maybe she wasn't actually picked up by Thanos to be a daughter of Thanos or whatever. But
yeah,
I really wanted to see her like something, kind of like the Easter egg with Peter Quill, but
right.
something with her. It's I want to know where she is. I want to know what she's doing. It's like, is she still becoming an assassin? Was she always just like have that in her, or is she doing something good? So
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
that's a really good point. Well, I know. I think one of the episodes, she's like takes Thanos's place, like she's like the destroyer, the Mad Titan.
yeah,
So yeah, that would have been cool to see because yeah, I was wondering like seeing Nebula and just
right,
the person she was. I was like, okay, that's awesome. Where is
yeah,
Gamora? Why is
exactly.
Gamora?
Oh, why is Gamora?
And that was cool. That was cool seeing Drax too, because and he even like talked about his family, like his first
Yes,
wife and daughter. So you're like, all right, like I know they're alive now because obviously Thanos didn't kill him, and
right, exactly. So it was just perfect. Like they put in a lot of stuff to be like, all right, this didn't happen
yeah,
with like the major characters that were there. And it's like, okay, cool, cool.
yeah,
So it could I don't want to say it can only get better from here, but I think that it's gonna stay like pretty good for the rest of the way. And then we're gonna find out like who the big bad is. Since it's obviously not gonna be Thanos. It's could be Peter Quill, could be Gamora, like maybe it's Peter Parker.
maybe, but highly
Maybe.
doubtful. Highly
No,
doubtful.
definitely not.
Not Peter.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see, and we'll keep doing kind of just talk each episode and see what happens.
Exactly. Like so much in there, so much to unpack each episode. So even the little teaser of Captain Carter, there's still things in there that had little Easter eggs and stuff like that to
Yeah,
unpack. But I'm
absolutely.
gonna keep going, keep analyzing and going from there.
Yeah. So definitely, if anyone has any thoughts, comments, definitely put them in there. We want to hear about
Exactly.
it. So yeah, until next week, we'll see you then.
See ya.